kia ora, g'day, welcome back here with this time in this video, as the title explains, just want to give a bit of an update about the Google form and the offering that has been made and which still stands for those that are looking to prepare for either the New Zealand or the Australian Special Air Service selection course. So on the screen here, it gives you a bit of an idea. You can see up in the top here 69 responses, so that's 69 people that have filled out this form and submitted it. But also at the same time, you can sort of see where some of those live and come from. So, and then just sort of where they're at with their training. I'm intentionally not scrolling any further beyond these because we don't need to go into those, because then you'll see names and emails and all that sort of stuff, and then I'll have to have extra work to edit that stuff out. But what I wanted to go over here in this video is just try to, as politely and as respectfully as I can, just try to clarify and outline exactly what the offering and who the offering is for. So as I've mentioned, it's for anybody that's genuine about wanting to serve in either the New Zealand or the Australian Special Air Service. Now, in Australia, obviously they've got the commando element as well, and there's been a bunch of changes and stuff over there in terms of, I think, a combined selection and SFET, SFAT, and a whole bunch of other things and other acronyms which I probably won't know. So in that regard, if people are preparing for the commandos or SASR, still happy if you want to submit and put in your request or fill out the form and get some guidance and advice along the way. In that Google form, it's got a list of things in terms of what I think I can offer, if and or queries for you to just select one or all of the above, if that's something that you're interested in. As I mentioned, it doesn't cost you anything, and we're not going into a meeting and then I'm trying to sell you anything or trying to sell you a tailored program or anything like that. So that is what it is. If it gets up to probably, I don't know, 80 to 100, I might have to look at pausing the form until I've finished working with that group and then, reopen the form and that back up again. But at the moment, it's okay. However, what I wanted to get into is there's a number of people, and I appreciate you reaching out, but there have been a number of people that have been reaching out, French Foreign, they're looking at going to French Foreign Legion. They're looking at joining the Paras. They're looking at joining JTF2 and the Canadian SF unit. TRG, STG, what else is there? Standards, some basic, just sort of joining the army in general type stuff. And there's a bunch of other things which sort of escapes me and slips my mind right now. And you can sort of see on the right-hand side where a number of this stuff is. Oh, yeah, obviously UK 2.2 and 2.1 and 2.3 SAS. So I just want to try to, as politely as I can, just sort of let those know that don't sit within either New Zealand or Australia SAS selection prep, or in Australia that commando prep piece. I don't have any first-hand experience with regards to what those other units are like. I've tried to share that as openly as I know how, and that's just to tell you I haven't done the British selection. I know people who have, and I've heard bits and pieces, but I'm not qualified to steer you or guide you in what you need to do and how you should best prepare. I know what I think I would do based on what I've seen and based on people like Big Phil Campion, Force TV, check him out. Billy Billingham, I haven't gone on and had a look at his stuff yet, but I've heard that he's got a lot of really good content which explains and articulates the 2.2 or UK SF selection process really well. And I'm sure if you really wanted to delve into it and do some research, you'd probably find some people that are actually qualified, that have actually done that one, who may be open and willing to spend some time with you and help you. So it's not that I don't want to, it's that I'm not qualified for those other units. French Foreign Legion, I've got no idea. JTF2, I've got no idea. Police, I've got no idea. What that selection process looks like for TRG, for STG. Those that want to, if they want to have a conversation about stuff, I'm still open to that. I have responded. I've pretty much responded to all 69 on this list right now. A number of them have got dates out into the future just because work is backed up for me, and spacing my time out while making sure that I do what I need to do with the channel, particularly with the membership stuff now as well. That's a big priority. But also making sure that I follow through on what I've offered, because I've been genuine about that, to help people that are genuinely looking to serve in those units. So those that have been reaching out that are not looking to do either of those two things for NZ or Australia, I will I'm going to have to push you out further so that I can bring those that are, Australia, New Zealand based, that are looking to do what I've just spoken about and what's put down on the form, hopefully fairly clearly. I need to prioritize them. So there's no, I can't put that any other way other than just to tell you the truth. So hopefully, don't be upset if you still want to have a conversation and talk. We can do that, and I can just give you my 2 cents in terms of what it is that you share with me about what it is that you're trying to do. I can give you some tips and stuff based on what I think I would do. So I believe that's where a number of the people from those different areas, although they're not specific to what the form is about, they've been wanting to try to, or they've been wanting to pick my brain about some of those things which may be helpful for them and what they're looking to do. So I understand that, I get that. But again, disclaimer, caveat, I have no experience in those other areas other than what I've put out the original offer for. So as politely and as respectfully as I can, please don't be upset if I, sort of shift you down the line. I've also updated the form, so probably didn't do myself any favors by having Australia, New Zealand and other. And so you'll see that other has been removed. So it's just New Zealand, Australia, or Australia, New Zealand. I forget the order. But those two are there. And the other part for transparency as well, the gender piece, I had male, female, other. Listen, I've just gotten rid of other. So for me, call me old-fashioned, but there's 2 genders where I come from, or 2 sexes. One's male, one's female, or one's female, one's male. And if people want to identify in any other way, that's your right, that's your prerogative. Got no issue with that. If you are still looking to and you still identify a certain way, but you don't want to reach out now in the Google form because I haven't got other on there, hey, that's all good as well. I haven't edited or done that to try to be disrespectful. I'm just being as transparent now as I can. Just say, this is my take it or leave it. I respect you and your decision. But again, as I was saying, mean no disrespect for anybody that identifies a certain way. That's your business, that's your right. But the form, I've just done those couple of little edits anyway. So take it or leave it. And I think that's about it. What's that? Yeah, less than 10 minutes. So hopefully this information makes sense. Yeah, I just figured, man, I better get onto this now, because there's quite a few. I'm glad that the vast majority, as you can see, is from NZ and Australia and looking to go into those routes. But yeah, there are a few that just sort of are quite outside that area and well outside my areas of expertise or knowledge or experience. So I don't want to be sending people down the wrong path and then them having a miserable time because of the advice that I gave, for something that I don't have any experience in. So again, hope that makes sense. Appreciate your time as always. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for any time that you've spent on my channel. Hopefully you're getting something out of it and the information is helpful in some small way. As always, to everyone out there, this is myself included, we're all going through challenges and trials. So whatever it is that you're going through, those struggles, whether it be to do with relationships, whether it be to do with employment, whatever it is, studies, just know that you're not alone. Know that better days are ahead, and that if you can stay consistent and disciplined and just keep turning up, just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and to just stay in the fight, as terrible as it may feel, as as unmotivated as you may feel. I don't particularly like the word the motivation word, but I get it. A lot of people still connect with that. Just keep turning up regardless. Show up, do the best you can. Where you can, try to think of how you might be able to positively impact somebody else. along the way, even if just for a small period of time in that day. And I promise you good things will happen. Those things will come back to you eventually. Whenever that is, they will come back, but just stick at it. As long as you're being genuine and about it as well. That's the other important part. Not doing it because you're expecting something to come back, but doing it because you actually want to. And for me anyway, it takes me out of my own head. It takes me out of my own sort of wallowing in my own self-pity, so to speak. So it does help. It does come back. And yeah, as always, go always a little further. Remember, who dares wins. And until the next video, from me to you, a big manawa filled with my aroha, my respect, my appreciation and gratitude for each of you